It's almost like we expect our world here, or our time on earth, to be comfortable or something like that. We're not home here, so we keep getting surprised that we're called to suffer.
Yes, yeah, well, we don't want to suffer. And in fact, it's natural to man. We should not desire suffering as such. Our nature spontaneously, of its own, in evolution, wants satisfaction, contentment, and peace. Even our blessed Lord in Gethsemane asked his Father that, if possible, that chalice be taken away from him, knowing full well in every detail what he was about to suffer in his passion. And yet he concludes the petition with a surrender to the will of the Father. So to dread suffering is not a sin, otherwise our Lord would not have given us that example in Gethsemane. But then to embrace suffering is redemptive if we do it, like our Lord, as an expiation for our own sins and as an intercession for the sins of people around us or the whole world and for the conversion of the world.
With social media nowadays, we didn't have this even when I was your parishioner. We just didn't have access to all of this information and news reports, and there's a lot of reactive media to the state of the church, and what we're seeing is just diminishing hope and increasing anxiety in the faithful. And I'm just wondering, from your perspective, what is the remedy for that?
No, I'm no prophet, but looking back at what the church has always told us and what the saints have done, more prayer. Some people have commented on the fact that the date for Traditionis Custodes was the feast of Mount Carmel. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but personally, I would take it as a reminder that, as is the charism of the Carmelite order, it is contemplation, to withdraw from the world and to spend 2 hours a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, in absolute silence and immobility, without reading things, without imagining, but simply in utter contemplation after the example and teaching of St. John of the Cross and Teresa of Avila. And we need more of that. We need more of that. I think all of us, clergy first, but also the laity, we should spend at least half an hour in mental prayer every day. I think we must do that. And much as I praise the efforts of what is made available online in terms of resources and your great undertaking here with this film, I think too easily for many people it becomes a distraction, a temptation, and a trap. And people are seeking novelties because it's easier than simply sitting down and praying God. And there should be much less time spent online, including on traditional blogs and news, etc., and much more time spent on one's knees or simply sitting in front of a crucifix as a family, as an individual, and very much as a priest or as a sister. We need more contemplation. I am convinced that this is a key part of the solution.